Now that's a classic example. So Viliame Mata hardly played Skipper Cup in Fiji. He played rugby league. He played a bit of rugby when he was at RKS, but then he played probably just one game for Nanronga in the Skipper Cup. Now he first joined Fiji Sevens back in 2014. I remember his first tournament was in Wellington. That was a young Viliame Mata. Very shallow strength and conditioning base for him, but a phenomenal footballer. I mean, you look at Viliame Mata. I remember when he was training back at Uprising back in the day when Ben was around, Ben Ryan. See this big boy, 6 foot plus, he's running like a center three-quarter. He can pass a long, flat, lateral rugby pass, like 20 meters on the fly. You almost think it's Stephen Lackham doing that. And he hadn't even played provincial rugby. But sevens was what got him into the national team. And then that exposed him on the big stage. He hadn't played any international rugby for Flying Fijians, and then he got signed up with Edinburgh. He is a classic example of what talent can be on island, even without exposure at skipper level. He's one example. There are other players who came through Fiji Sevens, and then they've made it big on the world stage and overseas professional clubs. And that just goes to show how players can thrive and blossom when they are put in the right environment. And Viliame Mata is a classic example of that. Even our skipper, Wise Netherlevel, played sevens for Fiji and then went on abroad. Leon Nakarawa, he played Flying Fijians first, then played Fiji Sevens. He probably played more tests than Flying Fijians and international sevens tournaments, more than Skipper Cup. So for us, the sevens pathway is so important. Why do I say this? It's because in the sevens series, players come into an environment where they learn how to train, learn how to compete with international teams. Because we can always play against Fijians, but we don't play Fijians often overseas. We were playing international teams who play different. They learn how to win. And I think I've mentioned this before. Just like the 2003 World Cup team, 2007, a lot of those players came through the sevens pathway. So 2 pathways for me, so important. Fiji Sevens and Fiji Under-20s. Those are the 2 bedrock for us. If we can tick that, sevens is always provided, and that Under-20, if we can lift how our Under-20 performs in the next 4 years as they are in the Junior World Championship, if our Under-20 can mix it up with the very best and stay within the top 6 kind of bracket within the JWC, that's going to set us in good stead for test match rugby. Because when you look at the Ikaniveres and Darren Alangis, Kurvolis, Botitus, all these players came through Under-20.